Hey ANPers, this is Dr. Jones checking in. This is ANP1 Lecture Test 5, Video 23, covering page 24. So we're going to talk about the hypothalamus. Okay, I gotta turn the pen back on, don't I? All right, so the hypothalamus is what we're talking about for all of page 24. It is part of the diencephalon. There we go. Kind of region right there. So the hypothalamus. We also need to know the optic chiasm right here, which is where the optic nerve crosses. If the hypothalamus is the snout of the seahorse, then the optic chiasm is its nose. The optic tracts are just the optic nerve. And the mammillary bodies are right here, one on each side, mammillary bodies. And they process smell and eating reflexes. So they're part of the process of making your tummy gurgle when you smell apple pie. The infundibulum, which right here is cut, is the stalk that goes down to the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. It would be right there if it were still there. Okay, infundibulum. And the pituitary gland, which I just drew in, is an endocrine gland that we will spend a lot of time talking about half of test 2 for 2402. So we will get there. So let's talk about the hypothalamus, this kind of odd shape here. It contains important control and integrative centers. So by integrative, it means it integrates, it makes them work together. So control and working together centers, integrative centers. Is there a blood-brain barrier, or a Better Business Bureau in the hypothalamus? No, absolutely not. The hypothalamus is very important in the endocrine system, meaning it needs to get hormones into the bloodstream. Well, it reacts to hormones in the bloodstream technically. So there's not a blood-brain barrier in the hypothalamus. So let's go through what are we've got 8 here, functions of the hypothalamus. Are you ready? Okay, well, if not, just pause and watch it again. Read it again. Watch it again. It's kind of weird to watch it when it's not moving, isn't it? Sorry about that. Subconscious control of skeletal muscle contraction. So all that starts right here. Number 2, control of autonomic function. So this functions in control of the ANS. Coordinates activities of the nervous and endocrine systems. We'll talk next semester. The hypothalamus acts as the boss of the endocrine system. The pituitary gland will act as the manager, telling many of the other endocrine glands what to do. Not all of them, though. Some of them are freelance. And it does secrete 2 hormones. The 2 hormones secreted are ADH and OXT. ADH is anti-diuretic hormone, and when you take a diuretic, it makes you pee. So anti-diuretic hormone makes you not pee. And then oxytocin is called the cuddle hormone. Well, this is the background that the red doesn't work on, isn't it? We're switching to blue now. There. That hurts my brain less. ADH. OXT is oxytocin. Oxytocin is the cuddle hormone. So if you see kittens or puppies or babies or you have sex, all of those cuddle hormones are all the same hormone. They're OXT and they're made here. They're actually not released there. It's released by the posterior pituitary gland, but again, next semester we will get there. So back to the hypothalamus. Production of emotions and behavioral drives like hunger and thirst. Coordinates voluntary and autonomic functions. So when you want to do things, it coordinates the ANS to help. 7, it regulates body temperature. And 8, it controls the circadian rhythms using light levels we talked about the circadian rhythms in, I think, the previous video, or maybe the one before that. It's the day-night sleep-wake cycle. And it controls the circadian rhythms by controlling the pineal gland and the reticular activating system. So this is a nice short video. We're going to cut it off here and come back for the next video and talk about the limbic system. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. It's good to virtually see you here. Keep on keeping on, because the education must go on. Dr. J out.